There we are. Hello. Bruh. I don't know why I pressed the thing and I, like, somehow caught myself off guard by switching to my other scene. Yeah, that's what it's called. I'm good with words. Hello. Good. See, okay. This is what confuses me. It is the afternoon. It's not the evening. So yeah, it would just be good afternoon in it. I don't know why I got confused there for a second. Hello, Lunar, you dirty troll in it. Don't you fucking dare start with me. Don't you dare fucking start with me today. I will fucking vaporize you. Jesus Christ. I'm going to, like, delete you. I'm like... what the fuck? Sorry. Am I feeling any better? Fuck no. I feel like shit. But it's okay. Hey, it's chill because I get my edibles on, Tuesday. So, I'll be feeling quite a bit better then. I'm excited for the Mary Jane, as it were. You know? I did oh, holy fuck, hold on. Woo! First off, as you can see, my chat box works. Second off, what was I gonna say? Oh, I've been studying. I studied my Japanese yesterday. I finished beginner A1 on Busu. So I'm quite proud of myself for that. I am not proud of myself in the fact that I played a lot of World of Warcraft today. But I was feeling decent enough. Not like better. Okay, not like a ton better, but decent enough to play WoW. And I did. And I'm basically just trying to find any way to farm gold right now so I can afford my goddamn thing, my token. The I actually got the what, a stack of 20 of, I think it's Frostweave cloth to sell for like 60 gold. So it's not bad if you can farm a lot of Frostweave. Pretty decent. Aside from that, my life's really boring. I do these chatting streams just cause, like, to get something out whilst I can't be doing a ton. Like, because people would, I guess, the biggest argument you would have is, okay, well, you were feeling enough, you know, well enough to play the game off stream, why can't you play it on stream? And it's because it's a bit different. You know, sitting there and having to do it in a very, you know, entertaining for other people sort of way, you know, it's difficult, and it's a lot different than me just being sat here, you know, grinding Frostweave for a million years. So, yeah, but I was saying, it's hard for me to talk about my life because it's very boring, you know. There's not a lot happens because, I mean, I kind of just sit in my room and I sleep a lot, and I talk to my partner, and that's about it. I had the misfortune, though, of stepping in cat vomit this morning. It was kind of funny how this transpired in a way, though, because this happened as my brother was bringing in my groceries that I ordered, and one of the things that happened to be in my package of groceries that I ordered was a pair of house slippers. So, that's pretty cool. So I stepped in it in my slides, and then I just was like, okay, and then I swapped into my house slippers. I was like, GG easy. They're really, really nice. They're fuzzy and comfortable and good. And give me 1 second, I need to drink something. I'm a thirsty bitch. I'm a thirsty little fucking sunflower. Waterboard me. Ah. I almost just spilled water. I almost just spilled water, like, all over myself. Which, happens a lot more than I'd like to admit. I have a very... I have a problem with accidentally spilling things on myself. I'm seeing some effect happen. Are you seeing that? In my preview for my stream on YouTube, I'm seeing a weird flashing white effect happen. I'm curious if that's happening for anybody else. It actually looks really fucking eerie. It's like freaking me out a little bit. Either YouTube's fucked up, my OBS is fucked up, or I'm actually hallucinating. And hallucinating, you know, it's pretty badass. Speaking of which, that makes me want to play LSD. I still need to... Because it's kind of... I feel like it's tradition at this point for me to just be like, you know what? Let's just randomly pick up LSD again and play it. It is one of my favorite games that's ever been created. So, I do want to play it a lot more on stream. You know, I mean, you can't really sit down and play it every single day, you know? Because of the nature of the game, it is just kind of a walking simulator, you know, fucking about and seeing some weird nonsense that happens, but, you know. See, it did the flashy thing again. Is that happening for everybody? Did I fuck something up? I had to have fucked something up. And I'm not getting any confirmation on this. I don't know if I'm insane, if I'm being gaslit, if I'm fucking, you know, I don't know what's going on. The weed comes in on Tuesday. I haven't had any, so it's not that. But, once we do get our hands on the edibles, that means that I will be able to maybe actually stream for a little bit, like a game, and it be entertaining, you know? Yeah, so I kind of didn't explain why I'm streaming on YouTube today, and it's just because I felt like it. I think it's also because I was just listening to somebody say, oh my god, I haven't watched your streams in years. I had to go back to my comment history to find your new channel name. Oh my god. Hello, Morgetti. The fact that it's been years is crazy, first off. And yes, I do remember you. I don't think I could ever forget you. Fucking... I believe the first thing you said when you came into my chat, aside from hello, was, well, see, that was not my real name, and this isn't my real name either. I think the most identifying part of my name is the doctor aspect. That is the most, that'll be the more constant part, but no, my name's never going out there. You can feel free to call me Iffy now, or you can call me Doctor. Either or is fine. I've been called both. No. My name's not ever going out there. Mind you, a couple years back, I did almost get doxxed by one of my friends. So that's something. You know? Crazy how that happens. Crazy how you just, you know, accidentally get fucking doxxed sometimes. But anyway, what was I on about? Yeah, I said, I think I still remember the first thing you said when you came into my chat, was asking me to play Roblox. And it has been actually years and I still refuse. And then, this is something that, once again, I heard Trash Game Bruh. This is something that I heard somebody else say. But I feel the same way. When somebody tells you to do something, you know, or when somebody tells me to do something, I really don't want to do it. You know? When somebody, even if it's something that I want to do, right? Somebody tells me to do it, I don't want to do it anymore. I could be like, I'm gonna play some, you know, old school RuneScape today. And somebody asks me, hey, you gonna play RuneScape today? Or tells me you should play RuneScape today. Oh, you should play RuneScape today, you should stream RuneScape. I'm like, okay, we're streaming Morrowind. You know? That's... You know, people could so easily completely... What if I, like, took it to the point of people who could just destroy my career? Oh, you should stream today. No, I don't think I will. How about I don't stream today? Somebody said that to me just... How about I don't instead? But, to be fair, there also could be the reverse psychology aspect of that. Say, don't say... Okay, well... Now that'll really end my career. No, but, you know, what if you had the reverse psychology aspect, though, and somebody says, you shouldn't stream today. Don't stream today. And I'm like, okay, I have to now. You know? You shouldn't eat plastic. You shouldn't, like, fully eat plastic. You know? Guess I got to. My glasses case is, like, right there on my desk. Just tear it apart and eat it. I'm saying crazy shit. Eat my glasses. See, now I'm not gonna do it, though. You've played yourself. Because you told me to do it, I just can't do it anymore. Don't eat my pet. Which one? We have the 2 cats. And we have the 3 dogs, all of them, every single last one of them. What am I? I'm just gonna open a diner. That's so... No, that's crazy. That is... No, don't fucking no. No. That is insane. That is absolutely fucking mental. Don't eat my wife. Well... To be fair... That very much depends on context. And then Morgetti had to bring my parents into it immediately, which now makes me want to remove myself from said context. What is wrong with you people? What is this like fucking, you know, group of psychopaths I have fostered over the years? You know, the funny thing about my old name is it's still the name, like, for my donation link. If you look at my Streamlabs donation link, that's still the name that it's put at in the link. Because I don't know how to change it. I don't know if you can. Don't install malware. I already have League installed on this computer still. I don't know why I haven't uninstalled it, but I've already installed a malware. It's called League of Legends. That's a malware that's been there for quite a while. Lunar, I'm going to do awful things to you that I cannot tell anybody about on stream. I'm going to fucking vaporize you. I'm gonna get like a fucking like laser blaster. I'm gonna fucking shrink you down. Like, fucking, you know, shrink ray. And I'm gonna put you in an anthill. See how you like that? You're going in the anthill, you little bastard. Yummy ants. Yeah, the ants are gonna be eating you. Because you shrink right. You're gonna be fucking like smaller than the ant. It's gonna be like some Attack on Titan shit. Okay, Morgetti. I'm gonna have to... Morgetti, you can't be doing that. Okay, Morgetti, I'm gonna time you out for 5 minutes. God damn it. I'm sorry, I have to time you out for 5 minutes, because that's not bueno. That's not good. God damn it, can I fucking... Oh my god. I don't know what to do, because now it's just on this. You know what? It's fine. I timed them out. I'm it's M-E-T-E. I don't know if it's meet or met or whatever, but I dispensed justice. Even if the incriminating act is still there on the screen and I don't know how to get rid of it. That's actually genuinely a problem, though. Because I don't want to have to cut certain parts of my stream out. So, I would like people... Morgetti, you have been in my stream for a very long time. I would like for you to respectfully... Did you just spam my chat to fix it? Thank you. 07 easy solution, it goes away. Pog, thank you. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I would like people to review my rules. Which I need to make more clear. I do understand. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of clipping after this to make sure that's not there. Which I might honestly just have to, because oh my god, I'll try to figure something out. I don't know. Worst comes to worst, I'm just have to like private the stream or something, but I'll probably eventually. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna private it after, and then I'm going to eventually cut that little bit out. You know, when I actually, you know, feel not shite, and then I'll get back to it. Anyway, less awfulness wise, I'm trying to think of anything. Oh, a little bit of an interesting thing. Not really, I don't know. I went to Popeyes with my father last Tuesday. Right? And I don't know what they were doing. They were working on something outside. And it was fine when we were outside, but we get into the Popeyes. And I just look at my dad and I'm like, all right, did you shit yourself or did I shit myself? Because it smelled like fucking garbage in there. It smelled like sewage. It smelled fully like actual shit. Like doo-doo. So neither of us shit ourselves, right? That's the important part, first off. Neither of us shit ourselves. Very important. But the entire time we were there, it sure as hell did really fucking smell like, you know, that somebody did. It was really bad. It was actually really, really bad. And I'm just trying to sit there, and you know, it's an eatery. Like, you're trying to sit there and eat, and it smells like shit. And you're like, what the fuck? You know? So, and also, I feel like this is, I don't know, I hope I'm not complaining about this too much. I feel like a bad person for some reason complaining about this, but the food that we got, like, I've been to Popeyes a million times and I love Popeyes, but we went to a different one this time. I think it was that we went to a different one. And I don't know, it was just not as good. Like, it felt like they just kind of like... Because first off, it took a while to get out, which I'm not gonna complain about too much again. But it kind of struck me as odd though as well, because the place was not busy. It was like completely abandoned. And by the time it got out to us, it was like kind of cold, honestly. It was really weird. I don't know. Just the mixture of my food being cold, it taking a while, and the entire restaurant smelling like somebody just flooded the fucking bathroom with like diarrhea. Like, you know, it made it really hard. Rule 3 is going to be a problem. If my rules are a problem for you, then, you know, I mean, I feel like I don't really need to even finish that sentence, do I? Let's make sure we abide by the rules, you know? Let's absolutely make sure. I'm giving you a little bit of leeway because I've known you for a while, but usually I wouldn't even say anything about it. Usually it would just immediately be, you know, bye-bye. But because I know you, or I've known you for a while, I'm being nice about it. You know? I've talked about it through other VODs, but since I've actually started streaming on YouTube, again, I don't think I actually talked about this. I think that already falls under controversial subjects. You fucking get. Anyway, you're trying to use reverse psychology. I don't think you should be attempting to use any form of psychology. It doesn't suit you. But, what was I on about? Damn, I completely forgot. Oh, yeah. So, something I wanted to mention, since I don't know if I mentioned it on a YouTube stream properly, but I came out as non-binary a while back. That's pretty much it. That's really all I have to say about it. Pretty cool. I feel like I was stifling myself for quite a long time. You know, trying to kind of conform to one or the other because that's kind of what society tells you to do. I just decided to say fuck it and not do it. I said I don't care. That's really it. That's really genuinely it. I don't know, it's been freeing. It's been nice. I feel like I've been able to understand myself a lot more and be myself a lot more. You know? So I'm happy where I am with that, at least. I talked about my health yesterday, but I didn't upload that stream. I don't want to get into any depressing topics today, though, because I already was talking about some serious, not necessarily super depressing, not really for me, it didn't make me depressed. It actually felt nice kind of talking about it. Sorry, my brain just kind of shut off there. But I want to talk about, like, more, you know, kind of lighthearted subjects today, regardless. I'm really bad at this, though. I'm awkward as shit. Like, I'm like, yeah, nice weather we're having, except it's not. Except it's very hot and very humid, and it's very awful. Because I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot. And the weird thing about that is, though, I can feel really, really hot, but my skin will be, like, cold as ice to the touch. You know? And I'm always like that. And I'm always, like, sweating. I know, I'm sorry, it's a bit gross in it. But, like, yeah, it's, you know... It's true. And it's awful. It's really, really bad. You know, right now, actually, funnily enough, it's a quite a comfortable temperature in here. I'm actually quite comfortable right now, temperature-wise, mind you. I'm sat up, sort of, you know, in my bed. So my neck is, like, killing me. But I'm not sweaty as shit, and that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. You know? I was gonna say something, I was gonna be like, you know, this is completely off topic, but then I thought about that, I'm like, there's not really a topic, is there? I haven't really had a consistent topic. So, I was just gonna say, I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch today. That's pretty much it. Not going anywhere with that. Not even asking for recommendations, because we've already discussed that if you tell me to do something, I'm just not gonna do it. If you recommend me, you should go have a chicken sandwich. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm never eating ever again. Purely out of spite. Purely to be a contrarian little fucking goblin. Like, I'm just never eating again. No, I probably will eat after stream. I'm probably gonna eat and then, I don't know, I was planning on taking a nap, but the issue with that is, I don't want to. Okay, so, like, right, this is not really, like, you know, how do I say this? I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of, like, caught in this dilemma, because I want a nap, but then my partner's off work tomorrow. Right? So if I nap now, then I'm gonna be up like all night. And then I'm gonna be asleep in the middle of the day tomorrow. And it's the, you know, their day off. So it's probably not smart, so I'm gonna try and stay awake. Or maybe I can just, you know, ask my fucking brother to like walk in the room with like a bugle. Right? Like in like 2 hours. Just walk into my room with a bugle. Or fucking like kick me square in the nuts. Just directly in the nuts and start playing Amazing Grace on the trumpet. You know? Or it's you know, it's fucking, it's 5 o'clock. Time for you to get up. It's fucking kick nuts Amazing Grace time. Fucking loser. And he would call me a loser too. In fact, he regularly does. I'm making my brother out to be like a fucking terrible person. He's not. He's very, very lovely. We just, we're, you know, we're siblings, so we give each other a lot of shit all the time. First off, I did just see that now. I am never going to eat White Castle. I despise White Castle. They are fucking garbage. Also, if I was shanked in the arm, that would do the opposite for me. I wouldn't wake up ever again. I'd die. That is completely against the point. The hand... Okay, focus. We're talking about... You know, we're talking about the sleeping dilemma. The method of waking me up isn't the issue here. Let's focus. And I'm also focusing on the food dilemma. Which I don't know what the... I do have ramen. And I do feel like shit. And I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get up and cook it. But if I am... Then... You know... If I am able... Then... I have ramen. I have my groceries in today. I have this, Actually, pretty much, I have these, croquettes. And my, microwave is... It's a microwave plus oven plus air fryer. That we got. Right? So I'm gonna put croquettes. I'm gonna try to cook the croquettes in... Actually, though, I was told that I might have to read the instructions on how to use the air fryer setting. So maybe I won't do that because my ADHD is bad today. Reading instructions is going to lead to me not reading them correctly and blowing up my microwave again. I think both times we've had to replace a microwave, it's because of me breaking it. The one time was because I accidentally left a spoon in my bowl. I was really tired. Don't be tired and do things. I was really tired. Put my bowl in the microwave to heat it up. You know, heat up my food. And accidentally left the spoon in there. And just after that, people would try to use it and it just keeps smoking. You know, and sparking a lot. I think there was sparking too. I think it was sparking a little bit. So we just kind of had to get rid of it. I've had very bad luck with microwaves. And speaking of energy drinks, Monster's dog shit. That's another bad energy drink. I guess there's the different flavors, and I've only really had the blue one, which I hate. It is awful. But I did have a Red Bull the other day, which was very lovely. I actually really quite like the flavor of Red Bull. I've heard Bang is awful. I've actually heard that shit is awful. But I had a Red Bull. The issue is I can't drink energy drinks. You know, because... Or I shouldn't. Because that entire post-exertional malaise thing, you know, the caffeine, yeah, I mean, I can do more things, right, in the day. But because I'm just kind of fucked up on caffeine and I can do more shit, it's not, you know, it's not gonna, like, protect my body against, you know, the exhaustion after, you know, after you come down off of it. And again, I get really bad post-exertional malaise, like, to the point of it makes, like, my skin hurt. For some reason. So, that shit fucks me up. In fact, I remember the day that I had a Red Bull, for the first time, mind you, was because I wanted to stay up because I was up all night, but I wanted to stay awake during the day because, again, it was my partner's day off, and I think they had a day off after that as well, and I wanted to get my sleep back on track. Which I think it ended up working, sort of, but I crashed really hard. I don't know. I know nothing about Steel Ball Run. I know nothing about Berserk. I will state for the record, and this might be weird for a VTuber to say, but I am not a fan of anime anymore, pretty much at all. There's a couple, like, I do still read manga occasionally, but a lot of the content that you see in anime and manga, is, you know, there's a lot of, like, borderline, not even just borderline, like, very illegal shit that kind of gets glorified and fetishized, unfortunately. And I think it's just all a bit gross. I really don't like it, and I don't really respect it, you know? And the issue is, and I see a lot in the VTuber community, or let's say the anime, like, community in general, like, you know, I see a lot of these people with these, you know, tastes that I feel like in any other sort of community, you know, they would bring it up, and, you know, people would probably be reporting them, you know, to their local police department. But, it's so normalized. You know? In those spaces. I hope this doesn't come off as too harsh, but it makes me feel like, okay, it makes me feel like I wish these people could find help, and if they are not willing to get help, then I genuinely hope that they do not reproduce. And also, I hope that they are not allowed within the vicinity of, you know, children, essentially. You sort of know what I'm talking about. You know, if you've been anime spaces, You know what I'm talking about. And it's not even just that, it's other things, but a lot of these people kind of glorify very illegal, awful things. And fetishize it, and it's extremely uncomfortable. So that's why I kind of say that I'm not really part of the VTuber community. Right? Do I stream as one? Sure, yes, I do. You know, do I associate with the broader community? No. I want 90% of them to, like, keep the fuck away from me. There's some good people. I mean, you do have some lovely people. Or some people that, in my limited interactions with them, have been lovely. And in fact, let me look at some of them. You have people like, first off, Darkness. You know, I've known Darkness and Lunar kind of, you know, go without saying, Vapor as well. My partner as well. But you have Benny, right? Benny Doodles on Twitter, which, she is a very, very lovely artist and doesn't get into any of that weird stuff that I mentioned earlier. Not that I, at least, not that I'm aware of. I've never seen them talk about it. You have Crystal Princess, which has actively spoken against it. You have, Kitsura, I think, has actively spoken against that stuff as well. Kitsura. Which is very, very cool. I mean, there's also the... I don't know what their feelings on this in particular are, the most people over there, but I'm pretty sure they're the same as me. You have the VTubers with Disabilities Discord. You know, they also have a Twitter thing. Sorry, I'm gonna put this in the middle. I feel like it just belongs in the middle for some reason. My brain wants it in the middle. You know. So there's lovely people out there. But there's a lot of other people that I don't respect, and there's people... I don't want to do a ton of name dropping, so I'm not going to, but there's large people in the broader community that I don't respect in the slightest for their views. I just do not like them. You know, they're nice people in certain aspects, but in other aspects I think they're grotesquely awful. So yeah. And I know a lot of people that aren't even necessarily streamers, but just streamers associate with, which are really just bad people. Lunar probably might know what I'm talking about. But, you know, there's a lot of... It's not VTubing in general. It's not exclusive VTubing. You know, it's kind of anything. But streamers, the thing you have to realize about, not even just streamers, content creators in general, is you do have these cliques. And unfortunately, as it stands, within these cliques, you can be a genuinely awful person, right? You can be a genuinely, you know, disgusting sort of individual and get perfectly away with it just because you know the right people. Yeah, I know. I didn't want to go on about this, I'm sorry. But, there we go, let's put the... Oh, shit. Let's move my PNG over here. There we go. Sorry, I know the depressing topics thing, but it's, you know, I kind of have to talk about it because it's just True, right? And I feel like it's important to talk about. Not enough people do talk about it. But just be aware that there are these cliques. There are these, you know, people that are getting away with awful things because they know the right people. It happens in Hollywood. It happens probably at your local workplace. It happens in streaming as well, and YouTube and content creation, whatever. It happens everywhere. And I understand, like, the entire cancel culture thing. But to be fair, if you do something that's deplorable, you deserve to be called out on it, and you deserve to face the consequences for that. You just do. You know? But again, there's also very, very lovely people. I'm gonna touch on that a bit more now because I want to, you know, brighten the mood a bit up. There's some very, very lovely people. You know, Miss Sheepyhead, and in particular, I can think of right now because they're the one, I don't know if they go by she, her, or she, they, or, I don't know the pronoun, sorry. Off the top of my head, so I'm just gonna use, a kind of neutral one. But, they run the, VTubers with Disabilities Twitter account and Discord. And have been, you know, very, very, very lovely. You have, again, some of the people that I've personally spoken to, which have seemed to be very lovely. Like, off the top of my head, there's Lemon, there's Kitsuda, there's Crystal Princess, you know, Dark Lunar as well, you know, as my friends, which have just been welcoming. I think that's the biggest thing. Been welcoming, been very, very kind, been very, you know, been very, vocal, in particular, is one big thing. Been very vocal about a lot of, you know, bad things that have been happening. And it makes me happy to see, you know, because there's a lot of things that people are just too quiet about. Now, as for doing, like, collabs and stuff, though, I don't know. These people are lovely, right? Or, again, through my limited interactions with them, they seem very lovely. But the biggest what am I saying, boundary? The biggest barricade, the biggest issue with me doing any sort of collab, is I am terribly socially anxious. I am fucking terrified of people. I can't. Like, I can't just, you know, not to mention there's also the time and, you know, my health and whatnot, but, like, God, how do people talk to each other? How do human beings interact? You know? Because no matter how nice a person is to me, you know, when I just meet somebody and I'm not, you know, I don't know them very well, I get so socially anxious and so worried. I've had the, like, I get sick from it. Like, I get nauseous. It is really bad. I can't make phone calls. I hate having to do adult shit. It's not even necessarily that they could be caught for something bad. I mean, there's like the association, oh, you collabed with this person. But at that point, I could just, you know, I'm not particularly worried about that. Because I couldn't say, you know, hey, I don't, you know, support what this person does, and I'm not going to, you know, associate with myself with them if the person in question does something messed up. But the people who are going to want to hate me and are going to want to find some reason to hate me could find any reason to hate me, and they will. It's not just going to require somebody else to do something bad. Those people will just be like that. There's not really much you can actually do about it. So for me, it's kind of pointless to worry about. Not to mention, I could get a million, like, death threats from people. But the thing you have to understand is that's not gonna faze me. And I feel like there's a lot of people nowadays that it won't faze because of the world that we live in. I have been through far too much in my life for something like that small to affect me. And yes, I do consider that, at least if it happened to me, very small. And that is unfortunately, you know, very common nowadays. You know. Sorry, I moved my clock up. I forgot my clock was behind my ear. That's unfortunately a very common thing nowadays. Gotta go. See you next stream, maybe? Alright, see you later, Morgetti. See you next stream, maybe. Follow my damn rules. You bastard children. This is also something I can talk about. What are people's feelings on being called an old soul or a young soul? First off, I'm not a spiritual or religious person. Let's get that out of the way first and foremost. So I'm going to be more so talking about this in the sense of just how somebody acts, rather than, you know, what in the more, you know, literal sense of the soul or whatever. But I have been frequently called an old soul. I have been told frequently that I act like a very old person. Which I find very, very funny. I have been called grandfather before. It's very funny to me. But I'm sort of curious how people feel about that. Personally, I actually don't mind when people say that about me. I feel like I do, you know, act a little bit, you know, older than, you know. I think it's not even just the way I act, but it's the fact that I'm ill, right? So my body's kind of falling apart. I sometimes can't hear very well. You know, there's sometimes a lot of this stuff that I don't understand. That's a lot of this, like, mind you, that's kind of a little bit silly, I think, but, like, I don't use TikTok or anything like that. And I don't understand it. I struggle sometimes to use, like, it's funny, I can play games and I can do all this complex stuff on my computer. I barely know how to use my phone. There's a lot of shit on my phone that I still can't do. You know? I find the flip phones still easier. The smartphones, I don't know. I don't know why, but they confuse the hell out of me with doing certain things. They just do. It's weird. But people usually do frequently call me old, and I don't really mind. I've been told that I'm mature for my age in certain aspects, emotionally, I suppose. I don't really know if I could say that's true. I don't know if I consider that as true, but you know, I suppose thank you for the compliment. I do my best. But do people get like, I know there are some people that might get a bit upset over that though, right? I mean, personally, I don't fully understand why, and maybe that's from an autism sort of point of view, or just maybe a who I am as a person point of view. Oh, what the fuck? Where did this come from? I don't know if that is, no copyright, so yeah, oh no. As Jesus Christ once said in the Bible, ruh-roh raggy. Is that something people generally get offended by? Sorry, I noticed that my chat thing was like detached from the side of the screen. It has to be attached to the side of the screen. But is that cutting it off now? I can't barely see it. That's the issue. Oh, it is cutting it off. No, so it is supposed to be put out like that. Okay. Look at me, I'm learning. I'm doing the learning thing. I am doing the big learning thing. The big figure the thing out. Woo. I've been working, by the way, on the background, a new background for a while. I do like this one, but I just wanted a new one. But I don't actually know if I'm ever gonna finish it. Because on the one, you know, so on the one hand, not even that, what am I saying? I need to use correct terminology and words. One reason is, you know, my brain just drew a blank. What the fuck am I trying to say? What the, this is, I don't know, I hope that's not obnoxious, why can't, what the fuck? I hope that's not obnoxious to people. I don't know. I wasn't struggling to pronounce the word, fuck me. I wasn't struggling to pronounce the word, but saying the word was making this really weird feeling in my throat. Sorry, I had the yawn. I hope that wasn't too loud. It was creating this really weird feeling in my throat. Trying to say that word for some reason. I don't know. I simply do not know. But, yeah, so what was I on about? I completely forgot. I completely fucking forgot. And there's nobody here to remind me. So I'm sorry, to anybody that might be listening back to this as a VOD. But yeah, you're never hearing the end of that, whatever it was. The end of that thought never happening again. Oh god, I'm yawning so much because I'm so eepy. But I gotta stay up. But yeah, I got this crazy fucking, like, air fryer, microwave, fucking oven, futuristic technology. I'm afraid I'm gonna blow up my entire house if I use it. But I want my curry croquettes. They seem really tasty, but I am gonna, like, blow up my entire house. Like, when did this shit come into existence? And on the topic of that, though, I mean, I have been told for a very long time that air fryers are, like, the best thing on the face of the earth. Every single person that's ever used an air fryer has been telling me that I have to use an air fryer. It's like somebody that does fucking CrossFit. You know, telling you you should get into it, and they won't shut up about it. I've never used an air fryer. Are they, like, that crazy? What's the air fryer meta? I'm not clear on this. I'm not very clear. Fuck my face. Ow. Don't do that. I was more so, you know what? Hold on. I wasn't saying to fuck my face. I was just, you know, whatever. Right. Sorry. I was saying, like, my eye hurts. I just randomly got this burning in my eye. So I was like, you know, like, fuck, ow, my face, but it came out as, like, fuck my face. But I'm not saying that anybody should fuck my face. I'm happily married, you should know. The fuck am I talking about? What the actual unholy French fuck? I don't know why French in there in particular. But what the unholy French fuck am I talking about? I have no idea. Personally. I'm hoping, though, that when I start on this new medication, things will become a little bit more organized and a little bit less insane. That's the other issue with collabing with people I wanted to bring up. Yeah, I am psychotic, right? You know, I don't want to, like, fucking, you know, be in a collab and then start talking about my ass and balls. Because I will. You know? I absolutely fucking will. I saw that I had one concurrent, and the moment I brought up my ass and balls, they left. That's so funny. Maybe they were in, like, a public place and I just say ass and balls. But that's a genuine issue. What if I say something just completely odd? You know? Like, I'm gonna fucking, like, sand down the skin on your face using my fucking nutsack as, like, a belt grinder. Makes no sense. But I just thought of that just now. Using my nutsack as a belt grinder. Although I wouldn't know the logistics of that. But what if I said that? What if I said that in a collab with these people that I barely know, right? I was like, never want to speak to me ever again. Like, who the fuck? Like, chill the fuck out. Who's this person? Get them the fuck out of here. Like, who invited this guy? You know? He won't shut up out of his fucking ballsack. Stop. I don't know. So I'm a little scared of saying something insane on somebody else's stream. I already have gotten drunk on a friend's stream before, and I had some other people, not the person in question, but some other people that were around at the time approach me about it. To be fair, in that situation, I'm pretty sure everybody else was drinking too. But they approached me about it and like, maybe you shouldn't get drunk on somebody else's stream. And I was like, oh shit, what did I do? Because I don't remember that night. I don't remember it at all. It was a friend's birthday on a stream, and I got drunk, and I don't remember anything that happened, and I have two people I barely know saying maybe I shouldn't get drunk on somebody else's stream. Again, regardless, everybody else was drinking, so, you know, but whatever. Like, it was... But then I also had a friend tell me, dude, you were fucking insane last night. And I was just like, what? That's a scary thing to hear. That is such a scary thing to hear. When you get so fucked up that you don't remember anything, and you have somebody tell you, oh, you were crazy last night. You don't want to hear that. What did I do? Did I, like, whip my tits out or something? Like, you know, in front of the entire fucking goddamn class? Like, it's fucking... Like, what did I do? So yeah, I am terrified of doing something stupid on somebody else's stream. And I was just thinking about this for some reason as well. I've changed a lot over the span of me starting streaming, and you wouldn't know it because a lot of my streams are privated, and they're going to stay that way because I'm embarrassed about it. And I know that's not necessarily the greatest thing. Oh, well, you know, you had this entire catalog of content, you're just sort of getting rid of it. But it's not that I'm not proud of. And I personally, regardless of anything, do not want it to see the light of day. So it's not going to. It will stay in the, you know, in the fucking annals of history. I think that's how you use that phrase. I think that's how you use that phrase. I'm not certain. But yeah, no, it's stuff I'm sort of embarrassed about. But I used to pitch my voice up when I streamed. I used to be like, hello, how's everybody doing today? It's sort of like that sort of, God, why did that make me, oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm fucking like, I just got like flashbacks. I took mental damage from that. For some reason. I don't know why, but fucking Christ, it's like I just like punched myself in the jaw. But I used to talk like that on stream. Right? And now I'm like this. And I used to not curse a lot on stream. A tiny bit sometimes if I'm trying to be soft. If I'm trying to be like, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hello. You know? But like, that's not me necessarily slipping into my old stream voice, I think, more so as me, just being more comfortable with being openly fruity as shit. Like, at this point, you know, I can either be, again, talking about ass and balls, you know, fucking Axe body spray, or I can be fruitier than a fucking pack of Skittles. So, you know, but I kind of like did the voice to match the you know, the character when I was still a little bit more of a character on stream. I'm not a character. I am a living human being. I just kind of have this facade, this avatar that I express myself through. And instead of trying to match how that avatar looks, that avatar is going to conform to me instead. Or rather, there you might have this detachment. It might look like, oh, you don't look the way I thought you would sound. And you probably see that with a lot of just normal people in your day-to-day. You might actually see a lot of people that don't look like how they sound. And that's fine. So, yeah. I'm just being a little bit more comfortable with that as well. I've, stopped being, you know, overproduced as well. That does not look like me. I wish. Also, they are? Really? You used to write. Like, a lot. You used to write genuinely a lot. How do you fucking manage? Okay, then just get enabled. I don't know. That's mean. That's a bit mean. To be fair, that's not the meanest thing I've said to you. Within the last couple days. For people that might not get it, that was a joke at the expense of my friend. And it was still very, very funny. I don't know why I feel like the need to announce that. As I feel like, you know, that should be fairly understandable that it's a joke, but my brain thought for a minute, you know, what if people don't understand that I'm just, you know, joking around and not actually making fun of my friend's disability? You've actually done worse. You've done worse than me. The fucking wheelchair emoji. The amount of times I've gotten the wheelchair emoji. Like, really? If I ever respond to something that they say with the standing man emoji, they send me back the person in a wheelchair emoji. And it's so fucked up. Yes, I can't walk very well. I am painfully aware you're a cunt. You're a cunt. Oh my god. God, I'm really, really hungry. But I'm really exhausted too. I don't think I'm actually gonna be able to eat today. I'm probably gonna go try to just lay down and photosynthesize it off. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think your boy is well, not really a boy, but you know what I mean. Your boy's kind of taken on a your boy has taken on a sort of gender neutral connotation nowadays. Vapor, you talk some mad shit for somebody that could be very easily just kind of thrown like a fucking frisbee. You probably weigh about the same as a frisbee. You're about as tall as one if I was to just kind of sit it up. So don't you come at me, you short little fucking bastard. I'll put you out in the fucking yard with the rest of the garden gnomes. Sorry, I'm hangry today. I'm a little hangry. I swear I'm not. This isn't the normal me. I'm just hangry. No, this is very much the normal me. I'm just a bit more aggressive today. It literally is. I'm pretty sure it is just because I'm very hungry. That's kind of like the worst. I think that's kind of one of the worst parts about being in the situation that I'm in. And to sort of explain it and why it's difficult. I live in a... Oh god. My house has 3 floors, right? I live on the top floor. My kitchen on the bottom floor. I can't walk very well. So, I can't move around well, like, in general. So, getting to, you know, like, the kitchen and whatnot to go make myself something to eat is very, very difficult. Vapor is literally made of fucking toothpicks and, like, fucking Elmer's glue. Buenos dias, Walter. Hey, Walter, can you stop shitting in the sink, Walter? We're getting fruit flies. Stop crapping in the sink, Walter. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Anyway, what was I on about? Yeah, so, yeah, the entire being disabled thing kind of makes that very, very difficult. Especially since I've been weaning off of my one medication, my pain medication, to go on a different one. Sort of getting around to do things has been in particular hard. So, today is one of those very relatable days. That sounds very, very lovely. I used to speak Spanish a very long time ago. I used to speak a decent bit, actually, but I lost it over the years. I didn't use it that much, so I just kind of lost it. It's really unfortunate. But I used to be able to. Very long time ago. Very long time ago at this point. My Japanese is better nowadays. Usually. My Japanese is quite a bit better. But even then, that's still not very good. I just moved on to... So I finished my beginner A1 course for Japanese, and then I got to my, elementary A2. Is what I just started on. Um, yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. What was I on about? Yeah, today's gonna be one of those relatable days where I just kind of have the lovely, lovely, meal of water and oxygen. So, um, yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'll be okay, mind you. I'm not trying to, like, you know, worry people. I'll be fine. It just kind of sucks. I'm a bit miffed about it, so I like to complain. And let me tell you, if there's anything on this earth, on this fucking green-ass earth, that I am proficient in, it is complaining. I'm very good at that. I have quite... I have it down. I have it as a... There's... Why can't I think of the term? There's a term or something that fucking... My brain is slowly shutting down, I think is what it is. You know? I'm like yapping, yeah. Like, I'm like losing, you know, functions. You know, I'm losing functions of my brain where just certain processes, you know, don't have the power to keep running. So they just kind of gotta shut off those processes and make sure I'm at least still awake. That's sort of what's happening. Yeah. Like, I was gonna say something and then it just completely drained out of my fucking brain. Like, it just slipped away. It really does happen so often for me, and I don't know why. And should I be concerned about that? The amount of times where I want to say something, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to say, and then it just kind of goes. I think it's also just called ADHD though, isn't it? You know? When you're just kind of sitting there trying to have like an important conversation with somebody, and you're just like, fucking, holy shit, look at that fucking bird over there. Like, weird ass. You ever seen a bird like that? And then you just kind of stare at it for a couple seconds. And then your gaze lowers and you stare off in the space for like another 30 seconds. And everything leaves your fucking mind, and the person that you're talking to is like, are you okay? And you're not responding. Are you okay? And just like, you turn like, yeah, it's, anyway, what were we talking about? That sort of thing happens all the fucking time. Oh, nice for you to finally speak for yourself, Vapor. Were you finally able to get the stool so you could, you know, stand up on the stool and get within earshot? You could log in. Naturally. Hold on, let me, make sure that you are modded. I'll set you as a managing moderator. I think both of you are probably set as managing moderator, but... Oh, I only have as Lunar as a... Okay, on Lunar, I'm gonna remove you as a standard moderator, and I'm going to add you as a managing moderator. So now that means that you can do work for me that I don't feel like doing. I'm fine with giving other people power if it means that I don't have to do certain things. Does that make me corrupt? Probably. But define corruption. You know, you accept a couple bribes. You know, you take out the competition one too many times, you know, fucking just like, you know? And automatically people are calling you a corrupt politician. I'm just winning. That's not my fault. I'm just winning. So maybe, instead of calling me a corrupt politician, you should just start winning. Boop. Holy shit, is that Medi? I have not seen you in a million years. This is what happens when I stream on YouTube. People talk to me. This is what happens when I come back to YouTube. People talk to me. Hello, Medi. I hope that you have been absolutely lovely. I hope that you have been absolutely lovely. I have been quite decent. It has been a millennia. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even like a millennia and a half. 3/4? Maybe 3/4. You... Vapor, I do not believe for a minute that you didn't say that. You called me ugly the other day. I already told you, I am fully aware of your little man syndrome. You are the most chihuahua-like person I've ever met. You fully are. That's what you said to, you know, someone else. Hope you've been well. Life happens, so... Yeah, I've been getting my... Life definitely happened. Let's say that. Life definitely happened. A lot happened. I am chronically ill. And, I think I was talking about that even back then, but it's gotten to the point where, like, I'm properly sort of, like, mostly, you know, in my bed most of the day. I have my bed, like, my desk pushed up against my bed now. I don't really leave my bed, unless I, you know, have to. And sort of coming to terms with that, and just trying to be as happy as possible with that. So I definitely understand that life, like, you know, life's been happening. It's definitely been happening. I just hope that life has been happening in a at the very least manageable way. And just no matter what may have happened, there is still some sort of good outlook that comes from it. I would never piss on a fire hydrant, and I have never pissed on a fire hydrant. How dare you? How dare you? You put on the fucking cat ears once and everybody all of a sudden like thinks you're a fucking animal. Well, yeah, it probably would be. I mean, having to, like, cock a leg up the entire time, right? If you wanted to do it, like, proper. Maybe I could do, like, a handstand. Speaking of which, I told this story the other day, but I'm going to tell it again because this will actually be on YouTube. I received a gift off of Amazon the other day. I received, like, somebody sent me a gift through Amazon. I have no idea who it was, because everybody I asked either said no or gave me a non-answer. So, I go downstairs, I get my package. It was like my curtains or whatever, my curtain for my vanity, and I see this other package that's under my name that I don't remember ordering. And I open it, and there's a little card in it that just says Amazon gift. So I'm like, oh, somebody sent me a gift. Nice. What is this? And I pull it out. I open it up, pull it out. It's a pair of fucking cat ears. Somebody sent me cat ears. And I have them. They're on my desk right now. I'm so fucking confused. It is insane. First off, I don't think I've ever been gifted something through Amazon before. Much less a pair of cat ears. In fact, let me tell you about that. Okay, to be fair, I am autistic, right? I have been diagnosed with autism for a very long time. I put them on immediately as I took them out of the package. And then just walked upstairs with them on. A fucking course I did. Who do you think you're talking to? No, but so Ren gets home, right? Medi, you may have known them as Shiori, but they go by Ren now. They get home, and I tell them the story, and they're like, "So you're gonna put them on for me, right?" I was like, "Shit. Oh, fuck." So I essentially got hit with the put on the cat ears bottom. So I did. That's basically the end of the story there. There's not really much else to say about that. It didn't go in any fucking crazy direction. It wasn't like, yeah, and then we banged vigorously. No. I put them on, and we laughed about it, and then I took them off, and then I, like, went back to, I think it was playing World of Warcraft. Unfortunately, there was no banging to be spoken of. You know, speaking of which, Maddie, I haven't seen you in a while, but why do I not have you modded? I'll make you a moderator as well. There you go. I basically just kind of... See, the thing with a moderator for me is I just kind of give people moderator that I know. People that I think are cool and I know, I just give them moderator. See, it's really, really cool. Because what I can do is, you know, I can give them moderator, and I can be like, oh, that's cool, and then I just don't really talk about it for a while, and then a couple streams down the line, I just ask them to do, like, small things, slowly, incrementally, and I just start getting people to work for me that way. It's quite clever. I feel it's genuinely quite clever. I am a genius. Also, I don't know why my brain just registered that. Do not all caps virgin at me. I will remove you. I will turn you into dust. Like, actually. I'm gonna fucking, like, turn you into dust and then, like, get one of those little, you know, Christmas village things. Those little ornaments, like those little Christmas villages. I'm gonna fucking use you as, like, fake snow. Like, sprinkle you just everywhere. Vapor. Once again, I iterate, you are short. Be quiet. The tall people are talking right now. You are literally not. First off, you're not... Okay. The taller people are talking. I am talking in Vapor terms. Anything is tall in comparison to them. A little like I could fucking put a nickel on the ground. And they'd like match up perfectly height-wise. Ready? I'm not gonna Thanos you. I was talking about Thanosing Lunar. Garden gnome looking ass for real. I could pick you up and play darts. First off, I don't believe you're that tall. Second off, that's not tall. Well, it's okay. You're taller than Vapor. Who has to look up to see Winnie the Pooh? Bruh. Why are you being bullied? Because you called me a non-sex haver looking ass. And I take great offense to that. It's true, but I take great offense to it anyway. You know? I'm upset that you stated something that was very, very obvious. And very, very apparent. No, I think Ren is like 5'5", something to that effect. And I call them short constantly. And they're like, I'm not short. I'm not short. Don't call me short. You're short. I'm like, nope, you're short. Climb to get over it. What is it? Like a fucking, like a roadblock. That is... Okay, so Vapor, you're saying one day you will walk on stilts. Because that is what you would have to do. To get the 6-inch heels. Somebody get the 6-inch heel and just, like, bludgeon me with it. Like an ice pick. Right? That's the sort of energy I need right now. Self-care is bludgeoning somebody or bludgeoning yourself with a 6... But, wait, what am I... Sorry, I had one of those moments where I was talking and then a ton of unrelated words started getting jumbled in my head. And then it just kind of turned into word spaghetti. And then I just couldn't speak anymore. Do you get that? You ever get that? You know? Got the same problem. Yeah, see? It's like... Word comet. I haven't seen that one yet. I know of Haley's, but I haven't seen the word comet yet. Haley's is definitely a big one. That is a very funny joke indeed, because I'm a very... Okay, I thought you said the stupid thumbs and then what I read that as for a second was stupid thumb ass. And I was like, what? Would I eat an ant? Okay. Would I eat an ant? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think I would. Because there's... Right. So, first off, it's an ant. Why would I eat an ant? If you were to say, if you go and eat an ant, I will buy you Jollibee, I actually probably would go eat an ant. Cheddar-covered cricket. That sounds crazy. Chocolate ant. How would you get the ant covered in chocolate? You wouldn't even notice there's an ant there at that point. Hello, Pizza Man. A cheddar-covered cricket. A Cheeto. It's basically, it's just a Cheeto. it's just a Cheeto. It's fucking... Why is that so funny to me? It's just a Cheeto. It wasn't a Cheeto. Yeah, what I'm saying though is, right, there's cheddar. And it's a cricket. It's probably crunchy. I'd imagine a cricket's probably crunchy. Crunchy cheese. That's a Cheeto. Douse the insect in chocolate and hope it didn't escape. It dissolved immediately. It dissolved? What? They dissolve? What the fuck? That's just... The instant you... Like, I read that, I felt like I got, like, shot. Like, it just hit me like, fuck! What the... you know, like that. Like, it's such a, like, an impact. You get confused. Like, have you ever had, like, a headache suddenly come on that just suddenly hits you so hard that you just get immediately confused? It's like that. Yeah, whiplash. Literally. See, there's a word for it. It's called whiplash. Fucking crap. Oh, god damn it. Why am I like this? I forget words exist very, very frequently. I forget that there are terms for things. And no, I do not have acid saliva. I'm not like a space, like, insect creature that just, like, spits holes in walls. I like how the stream went from earlier being quite serious toned, right? Quite, you know, and it's sort of what you're gonna have on these streams. You're gonna have me talk about a very serious topic, and then chocolate covered ants. You said, see, you're saying chocolate covered space insect creature that spits holes in walls. That is not me. And I also read that I read that instead of chocolate covered space, and then I didn't read the rest of it yet. I read that as chocolate covered soap. If you had to spit acid, imagine how easy picking locks would be. That's true. Although, to be fair, I wouldn't be doing much of picking the lock as vaporizing the lock. But also you would have the issue of potentially destroying the contents of whatever you're trying to get into. I'd have to like dribble a little bit of it. I'd have to like fucking like take a nap. And I'm like waking up and there's like a little bit of drool coming out of my mouth. Like off the side, it just kind of drips onto the lock. Like, I'm like sat there like... Oh, fuck. Oh, the lock's open. Shit. Stick your tongue into the lock hole. I do not want to get that intimate with the lock. I feel like that's a little bit too intimate. That is a little bit too intimate. Yeah, that is true. Destroyed utensils. I try to eat something. I can't eat it because I put it in my mouth and it's gone. Like everything is cotton candy. The moment I stick anything into my mouth, it just dissolves. Or cheddar crickets. I'm not eating the cheddar fucking cricket. I was told, though, when I was like a little toddler, that I used to sit at the playground and eat spiders. Which is really fucking crazy, because I am extremely arachnophobic, like, nowadays. Chocolate-covered space insects that spit holes in walls. I feel like I've been here before. I'm having, like, fucking crazy deja vu. I feel like when you're like walking through a maze and you're like, I've definitely passed this corner before. I passed around here like several times. I have to have. That's what's going on right now. I've left a curse on you for devouring their ancestors. Yeah. The curse is called an autoimmune condition. Like they taste spicy. Why is it why? Well, fuck, hold on. What voice do I got? Why is it spicy? Oh, fuck. Ow. Why do I do these things? Why do I do these things to myself? Ow. Every single, like, orifice in my face hurts now. Every single one. Every single facial hole hurts. Spicy chocolate sounds actually pretty good. I would agree with that. Supposed to be studying. You better study so you can get into a good school and you don't have to live off of cheddar cicadas. Get a good school, get a good job, so you can get a good money and not eating cheddar cicadas. I can speak so goddamn well. It is crazy. Be able to buy chocolate-covered space and I'm going to cry. You're going to make me cry. I'm going to break down on stream and you will be known as the person responsible for making me cry. I will just break down right here. I'm gonna get a spotlight. Are you spamming 100s at me? Who's doing that? Who the fuck is... Who's doing that? I shouldn't have said something, because now it's gonna keep happening. I'm gonna get a spotlight, though. I'm gonna get the record player. Put on the fucking sad music. I'm gonna fucking chocolate cover your fucking goddamn arteries. I don't know. You're gonna have chocolate arteries and they're gonna melt. Yeah, have fun with no fucking arteries. Have fun. That is psychotic for me to say. Sorry, I'm getting more loopy because my medicine's kicking in. Chocolate-filled arteries. Now that's my dad. That's my father you're speaking of there. Alright. On a real note, my medicine is kicking in and it's getting me zooted. And I desperately have to eat something, so I'm going to go. Pizza Man, it was good seeing you. Medi, it was good seeing you. Holy shit, I haven't seen either of you in a while. It was absolutely lovely and amazing talking to you. I don't stream regularly, or I try to stream regularly. I stream here, I stream on Twitch. I should have a Twitch link somewhere. You might see a Twitch link somewhere. I don't know. I don't know if either of you have me on Discord still, but if you do, reach out. Sorry, speaking of which, my brother is asking me when I want to eat. Well, reach out to me, message me. I have a server for, like, people that I know. Like friends, just people that I know. Thank you for dropping the link, Lunar. To chill and hang. It would be absolutely lovely to talk to people a bit more often. I'm not always around. Like, I'm not always available to talk all the time because I am very ill. But I just gotta... What the fuck? Was that my... Was that my follow alert for Twitch? I think that was my follow alert for Twitch. I don't know what alert that was. Did anybody see what that alert was? I didn't see what that alert was. I think my ear was blocking it, actually. But I'm also, like, stupid and can't see. There was a Twitch follow alert. Thank you. Thank you for helping. This is why people call me Grandpa. This is why it happens. This is why I still get called that. Anyway, yeah. I need the... I'm a Uncle Grandpa. I don't know what the fuck that is even supposed to mean. That sounds like some Alabama shit. Anyway... Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream for today. I gotta go. Bye-bye.